Do you ever feel like when you go to sell someone that you're salesy and it doesn't come across genuine or sincere? I used to be the same exact way. Like years ago, I was trying door-to-door sales. I was so bad. I was seriously so bad at door-to-door sales. It was not good. I ended up getting bronchitis and having to go home that summer and felt even more like a failure. But what happened was I approached sales wrong. The issue is a lot of times we go out there and we try to sell products. Like we have something awesome and we want to tell people about it, but we end up talking about ourselves, right? Not the customer, the person who has a need and a problem, and what you're trying to do is help them solve it. If you come up with a solution, you don't even realize the person has a problem for you to sell them that product, then it's going to come across as salesy. What a better way to approach it is attract the right kind of people by presenting what you can to solve people's problems. So the better you can show people how you solve a problem, whether it's maybe you are a hairdresser and you can show the people who have come in before and what they look like to what you were able to help them produce on the back end, like how much more beautiful that person looks because of the haircuts. That is you showing how you solve the problem. So if you can do that with whatever business you have and ask customers what they want, figure out exactly what it is. Take your time, do your research, really probe and see exactly what people are looking for. And here's a trick. When people talk about themselves, they have an opportunity to feel like they're being heard, which in 2021, it's like you don't feel like you get that anymore. You don't feel like you're being heard. So one of those problems that people have when they're being sold to is they don't feel like the salesman is actually listening. And typically they aren't because they have one thing on their mind, themselves. So if you have a business and you're an entrepreneur or business owner or a salesman or a marketer, remember the statement from How to Win Friends and Influence People from Dale Carnegie. This book is held up through the test of time from 1936, right? Rereading it in our book club, which, by the way, if you haven't joined, why? It's free. We read awesome books and you get an awesome network of people. And tonight, what we read was, if you get nothing else out of this book, like if you don't take the time to read this book, that's okay. I'm going to break it down in one sentence for you. It's an increased tendency to think always in terms of other people's points of view and see things from their angle. Right? The more you can see someone else's angle, even if you're in a relationship, you could use this exact same method. If you get in an argument with your spouse or significant other, try to see what's the problem from their angle. See what is it that actually upset them. See, what happens is you escalate an argument because you're saying what you want and they're saying what they want, or you're saying what frustrated you and they're saying what frustrated them, and neither side is listening. The same thing happens in business, except for it just doesn't get heated or escalated, not nearly as much as a relationship, but the same principle applies. If you're feeling salesy, trying to sell your product, it's because you're talking more about you rather than listening to the customer. Switch that around, and both parties are happy because all you're doing is you're asking them what they want, and if you're able to give it to them, you give it to them. If you're not, you got to be honest with them. Don't sell them something that you don't have, right? That's not being sincere or authentic. And that still makes it more about you rather than them. So you switch that around and you'll start to see things roll completely differently for your business and your relationships. So for that, peace out for today, guys. Bye.